But so go get it if you want it. I can't stop, gotta keep going. I'm the kid, baby, and you know it. Get the tickets.
Question. What is it going to actually take for you to wake up? Look around you. Look around you. You have gas prices that are through the roof. You have actual real live censorship that only exists in the East is here now. Fact checkers, censorship, sitting presidents being taken off the web, censorship that exists in these countries that I'm talking about. You're not even allowed to see a movie that goes against the state. You're not even allowed to see a post that goes against the state narrative, the CDC, these unelected bureaucrats. You have something to say against the CDC, you have something to say against Dr. Fauci. You want to tell about what actually happened to you when you took the vaccine? That's that's not allowed. That goes against the state. You'll have your account removed. You'll have your followers removed. It goes against what the state wants you to hear. You dare to speak up against the state? Aaron Rodgers? Joe Rogan? How dare you speak against what the state says? Look what happens to those people when they dare to say anything that goes against the state, and understand that this woman was explaining to me that we are seeing the early signs of what happens. Korea is obviously late stage. You have people that are now looking at a pack of bacon on sale is $8. The gas prices are the highest that they've been in decades. And they're going to get higher. Because why? Because the Biden administration just announced that they want to shut down another gas pipeline. Why? Because they're ideologues. And even though your gas is going to get higher, you're not going to be able to afford to put gas in your tank to go to work. You better thank them because, well, the bigger purpose is the state. It's the Green New Deal. You're all going to have nothing. You're going to have no gas, and you're going to like it. Oh, you can't afford to put food on the table. Now you can't afford to get to work. That's okay, because the government can shut down your business, remember. We've learned this during COVID. COVID is the existential crisis by which they are now ushering in communism, and you people are cheering it on. You're cheering it on. You're asking them for more censorship. Get rid of Candace. We don't want to hear her tell us anything. Get rid of Candace. She doesn't like Black Lives Matter. Another state sanctioned. So clearly Black Lives Matter was a state operation. And you just couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. Billions of dollars went into a magic black hole. You have no idea where the money went, and you didn't care. Because your job was to like it. The state told you it's racism, and you said, okay. You bought the narrative. The state told you inflation is good. Literally an article that I just read, okay, on MSNBC. I promise you, go look for it. It went up today. Opinion. Why inflation is a good thing. Give it a couple of more months, and they're going to be telling opinion why starvation is a good thing. Because it serves the state, right? It serves the climate crisis. Existential goes on forever, right? Of course, you should have to sacrifice being able to provide for your family as long as we're investing in clean energy, trillions of dollars into clean energy. And then, by golly, even if you're starving, even if you can't get to work, doesn't it just feel good to honor the state? Do you understand what is happening in this country right now? That is my question for you. When you really sit down and you say, I hate Candace Owens, I hate Trump, and white supremacy, do you understand that the state has brainwashed you? They have brainwashed you to see every piece of their obvious corruption as necessary to fight an evil. Oh, we government, we got to grow ourselves even more. Because of the COVID crisis. So we're going to need 8 more boroughs of government. We're going to need 8 more departments of government because now we've got to fight COVID. And OSHA, who you guys didn't elect, and the CDC, who didn't elect, are going to issue mandates as if we live in a dictatorship. And we're going to tell you how to run your businesses, and we're going to take control of your businesses, and we're going to send federal agents to come up to your door, and you're going to cheer it on because it's for your safety. You're going to cheer it on, right? Oh, by the way, we're going to brainwash your children when they get to school. We're going to remove any opportunity of any economic mobility. They're not going to be able to become successful because they're not going to learn math. Math is racist. They're not going to learn engineering. All that stuff's racist. Getting A's and knowing anything that can make you smart and maybe give you an opportunity to inject yourself into society and grow, to go to the top. Economic mobility, we're going to teach you that that's actually racist. Capitalism's racist. No. We're all going to be equally poor. Because that would be fair. You're going to love it. You're going to be all poor, but at least we will have achieved equality because only the state will have money and we'll give you things. We will once in a blue moon give you a pack of bacon to eat if you're lucky, but it's probably not going to be a pack of bacon when they're done. Do you understand that your country right now, okay, Western civilization right now is facing a cloud of communism, okay? And that cloud looks like it's going to pour. It looks like it is going to absolutely pour. Do you see it? Do you see it when you look at Biden? Is it apparent to you that he is not running this country? How much longer are you going to delude yourself to prove a point? I get it. You're probably a little embarrassed that you spent 4 years ranting about white supremacy, okay? But I know you see what's happening right now in this country. I can't believe any person is this dumb. I can't believe any person is this blind. I can't believe that any person has dug their heels so far in their ignorance that they need to hate Trump so much to prove a point to their friends so they don't embarrass themselves, that they're willing to impoverish their entire families and the rest of their lives. Do you understand what it takes to get rid of communism? Do you understand that once you give up your freedoms and you become a communist country, they are only earned back when blood is shed? Do you understand what's happening in Cuba? Do you understand that they just shut down the power grid and they can't communicate anymore? That there can be nothing? Do you get what happened and how quickly it happened in Venezuela? Do you see what Joe Biden is doing? This is not about Democrat or Republican anymore. I'm not even asking you to care about your fellow American. I'm asking you to care about yourself, to care about your children, to care about your wife, to care about your household. Do you understand that we have a very small window of opportunity to change it around? The communists are now controlling the government, and they are deadly serious. They're deadly serious. They are not f***ing around. They're not, okay? They don't care. They're locking up political dissidents. Do you understand what's happening to Project Veritas? Do you now, when you go back and examine the facts of January 6th, do you find it odd that people that had no weapons, people that walked into the Capitol after a police barricade was opened for them, quite literally opened for them? Are you reading their actual stories? Are you following this in the court? That you realize that these people are being locked up in prison and not let out? Do you understand why that is? Do you understand why the media, who is controlled by the state, do you understand that that is American Pravda? The state controls the media? You think that the media just writes inflation is a good thing? Do you understand that they work for the state and not for you? That you're not being educated, you're being miseducated? Do you understand that January 6th was a warning shot? Do not ever stand against the state. We will lock you up. We will find your crime. You will rot in prison. You had people burning down this country for weeks after George Floyd riots, and they were released from prison immediately. Immediately. You had celebrities raising money. Do you understand that Hollywood is a part of the state? Or are you still hanging their posters on your wall? What is it going to take for you to wake up? If actual political, if dissidents that are defectors from North Korea are coming over and telling you, okay, people that have lived through human sex trafficking, okay, like this young woman did, people that have survived it, have escaped their country, have lived through China, have lived through North Korea, are coming here and telling you that this is what's coming, is that not enough for you to wake up? We don't have much time left. That's it. That's all I want to say to you guys. I want to know, what's it going to take? Are they gonna force inject, censor, propagandize, take everything from you, and you're still gonna walk away and go, you know what? It's because of white supremacy. It's because of white supremacy that bacon is $8 when it's on sale. It's because of white supremacy that my gas tank is $10. You know what? What did the state tell me? Everything bad is because of white supremacy. Wake up.
All right, guys, that was Candace Owens. Now, some of you might not be familiar with her, some of you might, but she is definitely very intelligent. All right, she does not go with, the herd and exactly what everybody else goes with. She actually, uses logic and thinks about what's actually happening with us. And if you listen to what she's saying, it's like harshly true. She has no filter and tells you exactly what's going on, because the truth shall set you free. And if you don't listen now, then your children and from generations to come, they will have to suffer the consequences.
Hey. she go anywhere for the kid.